Hey, what's up, Master Trainers? This is your host, Charlie Jonas here, straight out of Pacific Valley, and today we're gonna talk about more updates. Alright, here we go. Let's talk about another update video, right? I know it's been a while, I don't record a gameplay. That's because on the past 3 weeks, I was working on this massive update of this game, right? So as you can tell right now, it's now on its version 5.1.2. So there are a lot of new things for us to talk about. However, before we get started, make sure to stop smoking ATM and leave a thumbs up in this video. Also subscribe to this channel and also share this video with everybody else that you know that would love to know all about those updates, alright? And if you didn't watch the last update video, I'm gonna be leaving its playlist up there in the cards, right? So you can watch it later. And also gonna be leaving up there in the cards the gameplay playlist in case you want to watch the whole Paldea map campaign that already started and I am almost finishing, alright? Okay, very well, so let's talk about the first thing of this massive update, which are the new event cards. Alright, so as you can tell, we have two of them. The Pokemon Contest one and the Bird Keeper one, right? So let's dive into each one of them. Pokemon Contest, you just enter a contest, roll a d6 twice. If you get the same results on both rolls, all your Pokemon gets 5 experience points each, alright? So that's pretty much it, pretty straightforward. You're just gonna have the chance to give experience points to all your Pokemon. All you have to do is to be lucky enough to get the same results on a dice roll twice, alright? So that's it, that's how it works. And of course it comes from Generation 3, right? Based on the Pokemon Contest from the TV series. Now let's move on to Bird Keeper. You just found a Bird Keeper ranch. Do your Charisma, he allowed you to try to catch one of his flying type Pokemon. Alright, it's pretty much almost like the cruise gimmick, right? Where you go on a boat trip, yeah, in order to try to catch a water type Pokemon. However, this one works in order to help you out to achieve a flying type Pokemon, so it can be easier for you to have a Pokemon that can learn the fly ATM. Alright, so the way this card works is pretty much like this. You draw this card and then you come here to the bag of the color you are at. So let's say you are here at the green region, right? So you're gonna come here to the green bag and then you're gonna start drawing chips from it until you find a primarily flying type Pokemon, and then you roll to try to catch it. You don't need to fight against it, right? No battle needed. You just go straight to try to catch it, right? And of course, if you did it, you caught a Pokemon, and if you didn't catch it, then everything stays the same as it was before, right? So there you have it, all the new event cards that came along with this update. Alright, so now let's talk about some changes here on the map art, alright? Now, as you can tell, we have an icon that shows us that we are allowed to access our computer, right? So now every single spot on the map where we are allowed to do that, yeah, to have PC access, as you can tell right here, yeah, on the new map key, right? Now it's gonna be easier for you to know when you can access your computer, alright? Of course, on the starter space it's not gonna be possible. However, on every other city space on the map, doesn't matter which map we're talking about, it's going to be possible for you to access your computer, thus being able to send or retrieve Pokemon from your computer to or from your hands, alright? So there you have it. Also talking about the map, now we have the flying icon also available here at the Pokemon League, which in this case, yeah, Kanto map and also Johto 1, we're talking about the Indigo Plateau, right? So here, as you can tell, now once you get there, you can access your computer, you can recover all your Pokemon without rolling the die, you can draw up to 5 item cards, and also you can access it, of course if you have been here before, or leave it with fly. Alright, leave it, of course you would be able to do it, but now you can come back to it flying as well if you have been here first time, you know, walking, of course, yeah, without any other kind of feature, right? So once you get there by the first time, you're gonna unlock it to come back anytime flying. Alright, so that's pretty important as well. Another minor change that I made is here regarding the battle arena. Now the weather die is inside the arena. Yeah, before it used to be here, yeah, on top of it. Now it is more inwards. This way we can look to it better. Yeah, it gets on our way almost, making it easier for us not to forget to apply the bonuses from the weather or even from the terrestrial phenomenon. Right? So if you're gonna roll the terrestrial die, then here you can check the result. So now all the information is more centralized here towards the center of the arena. And I'm pretty sure that I also changed the arena art, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so this way it resembles more a Pokeball with a white side and a red side. Alright, of course remember that the white side is always for the player who is playing that in that turn, right? And then the red side is going to work for the opponents, whether they are other players or rival cards with rival chips. Alright, now let's talk about the starter chips. I have two things to show you here, right? First is that now we still have the traditional option of this game series, which regard the Gen 1 starters, aka Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, and of course the Gen 3 ones regarding Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip. And if you remember well, we used to have the Let's Go options as well. However, they were restricted only to Pikachu and Eevee. Yeah, partner, Pikachu partner and Eevee partner. But now I added also the Clefairy partner option, alright? So this way we have 3 different options when choosing for the Let's Go starters and 6 different options when, you know, choosing for the traditional ones. Alright, let's take the opportunity here, since we are showing the chips, to demonstrate another update as well, this time regarding the chip art. Now as you can tell, we have a dual type background for dual type Pokemon. Alright, so here on Bulbasaur example, if you look closely, it is grass and poison type, and now it has the background of both types. Yeah, here we can check it out, the grass background, and here you can check it out, the poison background. And the same thing is going to work for every other Pokemon which has 2 types as well, right? Let's take the example here with Blaziken. Check it out here. Now it is fire and fighting type, so you're gonna have both backgrounds here, right? Of course, we have to remember that the primary type is still the one on the left, whether we're talking about the icons or the background. And talking about the chips as well, now as you can tell, we have some shadow effects applied on the Pokemon arts, the PowerPoint number, the name, the type symbols or the type icons, and even here on the bottom part of the chip, right? So now, at least for me, the chips, they look much more alive than they were before without this shadow effect. So it's looking much better. And then last but definitely not least, we need to address to the starter no HM icon, right? Because you know very well, usually the options are going to be grass, fire, or water. And as you know, water and grass in this game, they would be able to learn HM such as cut for the grass type ones and surf for the water type ones, right? However, it's definitely unfair for the players who get the fire starters, alright? So because of that, it is forbidden for any starter to learn any HM, whether on its blue chip stage or even on its final red stage, right? Because now, as you can tell, we have this icon right there that tell us that those Pokemon are forbidden to learn any HM. So if you have a grass type starter and if you want to teach it cut, you're not gonna be allowed to do so, right? You need to catch a wild grass or even bug type Pokemon in order to do so. And the same thing works for water types, which by the way also have a new water background, right? So I just replace it for a better quality one. Alright, so I believe that were all the updates regarding this 5.1.2 version of the game. Yeah, they are all already available on the Google Drive files. You also can check it out, each one of those changes on the website pokemonmastertrainer.com, and of course they are already available here under the tabletop simulator to be played within the mods as well. Alright, oh yeah, and by the way, now we have a new page here regarding the Pokemon types wheel, alright? So here you can check each dual type combination that are already present here in the game, right? So for primary bug type, all the other options we have, yeah, so we have primary bug and all the other ones, and then here you can see which ones we don't have in the game yet. So we don't have bug and dragon, we don't have bug and ice, and then we don't have bug and normal as an example. Yeah, of course this one regards all the 18 types, so we can just go ahead and check it out each one of the type wheels by yourself later on. Right, so another reason for you to come here to the pokemonmastertrainer.com. Also, you can click here on the download button in order to request access to all the printable files from my Google Drive. There you're going to be finding all the public content you read so far that could be downloaded in order for you to print it out and assemble your own physical version of this game, just like a huge DIY. Of course, don't forget that in order to have access to the files, you must be a subscriber to this channel, and also to leave a comment down below telling me that you requested the access. If you have any doubt, just check it out the pinned comment down below. Also, of course, make sure to go ahead and check it out my Patrons page, because there you can find your way to become a patron and even have exclusive access. And then through the exclusive access, you're gonna have exclusive access to the exclusive mods here present in the simulator as well. That's so far regarding the Pokemongo Kanto map, the Pokemonunite 1, and the new mode, aka Pokemon Stadium. Yeah, all of them are already updated to the version 5.1.2, of course, right? So a lot of fun, a lot of content for you to play online with your friends. So please go ahead and consider backing me up on Patreon, right? I appreciate it. Of course, every product, service, or course purchased to the links down below is going to support this channel a lot and is going to be able to help me out to keep bringing you more content just like this one, alright? I hope you guys enjoyed all those new updates and the new version of the game, and I see you again in the next one.